Good morning, guys. So let us get started. I hope you guys are able to see my screen.
Sir, yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you, guys. So there are some questions on enrollment and all that we will take later at the end. So some of the people said that they are unable to do the payment due to some issues, like some bank issues or something. So that's the reason we have extended the demo class by one more day. Okay. Now let us quickly understand what we have learned yesterday. So yesterday we have seen thread creation, and then what happens, the start method, run method, etc. Now, can someone tell me what are the different ways to create a thread?
3 ways you can create threads using extends thread class and implements runnable and implementing callable interface.
Yeah. So whenever I'm creating a thread object using a thread class, how can I create a thread object?
Create a
By
class.
extending the thread class.
Yeah. So creating a child class object itself is nothing but a thread object, correct? Now, see, we have one example called thread example extends thread. Now, first of all, why am I creating a object to a thread?
To start the independent path.
Yeah. So in order to, which method will provide that independent path of execution?
Start method.
Start method. Start method is present in which class?
Inside the thread class.
So is it a static method or instance method?
Instance method.
So that means in this class called thread, you are able to see my screen, right?
Yes.
So in this thread class, there is a method called start, and it is not a static method. It's an instance method. If I want to call this method, what should I do? I should be creating an object of this thread class, or else if I am extending this class, then I should create an object of child class, correct?
Yes.
So that is the reason we are creating a child class object. Now, whenever you are extending a thread class, creating a child class object itself is called a thread object. Now, after that, if I call the start method, I will be getting an independent path of execution. Now, why should I override the run method?
To perform our separate logic.
Yeah. If I don't override the run method, will it be starting a thread? I mean, will it be called as an independent path of execution and thread flow of execution will start? Yes. Answer is yes. But the thing is, if I don't override it, by default, run method of a thread class will be executed. And it will, so independent path of execution will be created. But can I add the code of user defined methods over there? No. The best way, we need to override it. So that is the reason we are overriding the run method. Now, so whenever we are overriding the run method, so why the run? How does the start run method gets called?
After when we start the start method after start.
Yeah, start method internally calls internally
Run
first
method.
it will create a independent path of execution, and then it will call the run method. So what is the difference between calling the run method directly and then calling the start method?
It will behave like
a normal method.
Yeah. If you call the start directly, it will behave like a normal. How can I set a name to a thread?
By using the setName method.
Or else?
You can pass the constructor.
Yeah.
Using in 2 ways, in constructor and set method.
Yeah. So in the thread class, we have a constructor, one constructor, which constructor takes the string argument. So from the child class, if you are passing that string argument, that one will be called. Now, I have called the start method, and after that, I am calling the set name. Will it work?
It's not used.
No. Set name method should be called before starting a thread, right? Now, what is so if I am trying to, how can I create an object, thread object by using the runnable interface?
We will pass runnable class object in that.
Yeah. So first of all, we need to implement a runnable interface. And then so in the thread class, there is one constructor which takes runnable reference as a argument. How can I pass a runnable reference? That means since it is runnable is an interface, we cannot create an object directly. So we need to create a class that implements a runnable interface and pass this object to the thread class
Thread class.
constructor and then call the start method. So this is how we can create a thread using by implementing a runnable interface, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So this is what we have learned in the yesterday class. Does anyone has any questions? So do we have anyone who joined newly today?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, Indrajit, right?
Yes.
So I think you are already part of the WhatsApp group, I guess, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So this is a, have you gone through the previous two videos?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, fine. Any questions you have?
No, not yet.
Yeah, Sanket. Sanket, you're also new. So have you
Yes.
gone through the previous videos?
No, sir. I will go through it today.
Okay. So, okay. So
I am also.
yeah, but you guys have the WhatsApp, I mean, like previous, the video links, right?
Yes, we have.
Yeah. Okay. So, okay, fine. So
Sir,
whoever
today
is
is my
new,
first class.
Arun, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So Arun, this is a complete thread workshop. So I'll just give you the heads up quickly.
Okay.
In this complete thread workshop, we are going to learn, this is a course content. So all the in the core Java, generally people don't concentrate, or whoever is teaching, they don't teach completely, right? They will skip these topics, right? They will spend more time on the oops, what is Java, exceptions, etc. But they don't concentrate the program-wise questions on the threads. So this is a workshop. Complete threads we are going to learn. This is a complete course content. We are going to write a multi-threading executive framework, synchronization, object lock, class lock, reentrant lock, retry lock, volatile, deadlock, atomicity, I mean like producer consumer problem. So this is a course content. So we have started this class on Wednesday. So Wednesday was the course content overview and yesterday was the second class. So yesterday we just have seen what are the different ways to create a thread. That is what I have provided the brief introduction just now. So today is the last demo class. So we will be seeing some other things. And the timings of this class is every day morning 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. Duration is 15 to 20 days. So fee is 1500 rupees with recordings. And the recording access will be there up to 3 months. So we'll be completing this by March 20. Okay. So
How to do the payments?
yeah, I'll let you know. So after the class, you are going to get an email from the Ashok IT. So some of you are, I think Ram, you're saying that you have done the payment. So what you have to see, you will get an email from the Ashok IT. In that email, this will be there, or else I will give you all the screenshot like in the chat. At the end of the class, I will provide this information in the chat. Like this, you are going to get an email. In that email, so session 1, session 2, session 3 will be there. And see, this is the bank account details. You can do the payment. You can do NEFT or
Sorry for the
IFT.
interrupt, Karthik. And done
Yeah.
payment through the Google Pay and Phone Pay. One the Ashok IT guy will connected me and shared the all bank details with along with Phone Pay details also.
Yeah. Can you mention that phone pay numbers?
Yeah, sure. I think Phone Pay number. Give a minute. Sir.
Yeah. So you can do the payment here. And some of you are doing the payment, but forgetting to send a screenshot to this number. So once you have done the payment, send an email to this ashokitpayments@gmail.com. Your name, your contact number, timing is 6 a.m. batch, payment screenshot, whatever, like whether it's a bank transfer or IFT, IFSC or NEFT or phone pay. Take the screenshot and send it to this number.
This number have phone pay or Google Pay, Karthik. 970
Just give me a minute. Yeah, 970
178
178
7666.
7666. May I know what is the name it gets displayed?
Bollepalli Ashok.
Okay. Yeah, same name, I think.
Yeah, I think same name.
Yeah. So just verify the name whenever you're
Once
doing the
done
payment.
the payment, all details share the WhatsApp. Given another number.
Okay. Oh, you can even send it to the WhatsApp
Yeah,
group as
forward
well.
payment details to this WhatsApp number. Just like I get message from say Ashok IT person.
Yeah.
630
Okay.
192
Yes.
1083.
1083. Yeah.
630 192 1083. Phone pay number is 970 178 7666.
Yeah. Yeah, guys. Yeah, thanks for that. So whoever has done the payment, I think Ram, you are saying that you have done the payment.
Yes.
Yeah, you sent that email to them?
Yes, I'm already sent these two numbers along with that mail also. But,
Okay, but
I
still
didn't
you are
get
not
any
added.
update.
Okay. May I know when you have done it?
Yesterday night 7:50 exactly.
Yeah, might be, I think office timing is done, right? So they will be leaving for the home. So you will be added
Karthik,
today. Yeah.
I also did, but I have been not added to any WhatsApp 15.
Okay. So
Sir, I have done, sir. Yesterday night around 8 o'clock I went there. I have done the payment.
yeah, so no issues. So whoever has done the payment, but
I
still
have-
did not add it to the WhatsApp group, I request you guys to please give your name, mobile number, Gmail ID in the chat.
Karthik, I have also done the payment, but the amount is 1770 via your like Ashok IT site.
Okay. I think that includes the GST.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's possible to if I pay direct for the other course. So
Yeah, other course you can pay directly.
okay.
Then GST will not be.
Okay.
You can talk to the admin, like you will get a call, right? You just inform them, so they can, they'll tell you what is that from going forward or something. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So guys, whoever has completed the payment, but still, so there is a WhatsApp group. Let me show you the WhatsApp group. So all the people will be added to this WhatsApp group from backend. So 01 complete thread workshop. Yeah. So this is a WhatsApp group. To this WhatsApp group, everyone will be added, whoever has completed the payment. So some of you guys are saying that you have completed a payment, but not part of this one. So I need your name, mobile number, and email ID. When I say email ID, from which email you have sent the payment screenshot. Okay. So I request everyone to send that details. And then I will coordinate with them. Srini, when you say that you are not needed to add WhatsApp means, I mean, like you don't want to be part of it?
I didn't said that, sir. I mentioned that you said, oh, sorry, sir.
So
Not added to the WhatsApp group, sir.
Okay. Okay, fine. Sorry. Can you add your mobile number as well there?
Sure, sir.
Because WhatsApp goes by mobile number, right?
Correct, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So don't worry, guys. So since you guys have done yesterday night, so it will be processed today morning in the maybe 10 a.m. something. You will get to know. Okay. Yeah.
Don't worry. We could not refer the yesterday's video, sir, because of that. Actually.
Yeah, sure. You'll get it. Don't worry.
No problem, sir.
Yeah. So in the initial days,
just now I shared my details through the chart.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, thank you, guys. Okay. Yeah, I'll take all of this and I'll inform them. Okay. Now let us continue to learn the next topic. So Now let us look at, so the third way of implementing a thread
Sir,
using a
one small
callable.
doubt, sir. Can I
Yeah.
ask you, sir?
Yeah, sure.
You said yesterday, like thread names are thread 0, thread 1. Where was the logic behind that, sir?
So whenever you're creating an object like this, which one will be called? Constructor of a
Constructor, sir.
child class will be called. Okay. From
Right.
here, when I say that super of str means, can I say super class? What is the super class? Thread
Constructor is
class.
called thread class.
Yeah. So in the thread class, you go to the constructor, default constructor. Correct. So in the
Yes.
default constructor, do you see the third parameter? 1, 2, 3.
Thread
In the
hyphen.
third parameter, what they are doing? Thread hyphen. This is a static text, correct? It
Yes,
is
sir.
hard-coded value. And they're checking next thread number. What is this? It's a method. If you go here, in this method, what are they doing? Thread init number. It is an integer variable. And they are returning the plus value. So first time, whenever you call this method, what happens? It will return 0. And then increment it. Next time 1. Next time 2. So this value is getting added to the constructor value, right?
Right, sir. Understood.
Yeah. So first time whenever you create a thread object, thread -0 will come.
Right,
Next
sir.
time thread -1, thread -2. So if you do not pass anything, the thread name will be like this. Okay. Now if you pass, then so can I say this constructor will be invoked, thread followed by the name?
Right, sir.
So what is the name? This name they are passing internally. Whatever you pass, that will be treated as a name of the thread.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Any other questions, anyone?
Yes, Karthik, there is a class called timer in util package.
Okay.
So that is there is an abstract class and implements with runnable interface.
Okay.
So what is the difference actually?
I mean, extending a thread class or implementing a runnable interface?
No. Timer. I'm asking about
Okay.
timer class.
Yeah, timer. That will take later. There is
Okay.
time. Okay.
And will we cover thread local as well?
Yes. Thread local is a small topic. Okay. It will be part of the interview questions. Okay. Yeah. So now let us continue. So now today we are going to see the thread states. Thread states. Okay. So the third point, implementing a callable interface, we will take it later. I mean, like whenever we are doing the executive framework. Now thread states. So there are different states in threads. This is for concept purpose only. So new, runnable, running, dead, wait, in sleep. These are the methods as well. And it is also called something called as blocked. Okay. Now let us see. So whenever you create a thread object, whenever we create a thread object, but the start method is not started on it, then this state is called as a new state. So a thread can be called as a new state only when the thread object is created, but the start method of a thread is not yet called. Done. So it is called thread new state. Now, whenever we call the start method, now for example, assume that I am creating a 100,000 like this 1,000 thread objects, and then each on each object, when I say 1,000 thread objects, T1, T2, T3, T4, T5, so on T1000. So in that way, can I say that I have the 1,000 thread objects now? Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now, whenever I create 1,000 thread objects and I am calling the start method on the 1,000 thread objects, so can you say that all the 1,000 threads will start executing immediately? No. How many number of threads are executing depends on the operating system. And because each and every thread will be how many threads should work at a time. That depends on your system configuration also. So do you guys know, whenever you go for buying a laptop, if you are getting a laptop for there is a dual core processor and there is a quad core processor. If both are getting for same price, which one you will prefer?
quad core.
Why not dual?
Like it's have only 2 core.
Yeah. So that means something you do not know directly, but quad core processor performance will be good than the dual core, correct?
Yeah.
So that means the more number of cores you have, the faster, and then the loading time, everything will be reduced. Okay. Now, nowadays earlier we used to have the hard disk, right? Nowadays we have the SSD, correct? Solid state drive. So
Yes.
which one you will prefer now? SSD, right?
Yes.
So SSD it's having a file system. So whenever you have now, like no one is buying now Core i3. Everyone is buying i5 or i7, correct? Why we are preferring i7? The reason for that is number of cores are more. So the number of cores are more, then the performance will be like good. So now the threads, whenever you're creating a thread in Java, so how many number of threads should work at a time? That depends on your operating system. So if you create 1,000 threads and call the start method immediately, then it does not mean that all the 1,000 threads will start the independent path of execution. It depends on your operating system and the system configuration. Okay. Now at any point of time, depending on the priority and some other factors, the operating system will pick a thread and then it will start execution. So whenever after calling the start method, the thread will go to runnable pool. So when I say 1,000 threads I have created, on 1,000 threads I call the start method. Then all the 1,000 threads are in runnable mode, runnable pool. When I say pool, it's a pool which contains all the started threads. Out of this runnable pool, some threads only will start executing depending on the operating system. Whichever the thread is started executing, it will create an independent path of execution and then it will call the run method. So whichever the thread that is executing the run method, that state is called as running state. Okay. The difference between a runnable pool and the running state is after calling the run method, all the threads will go to runnable pool. From the runnable pool, the scheduler or operating system will pick some thread and then it will tell this thread to, yeah, you can go and execute. Now whenever it is going and executing, what it will do, it will create an independent path of execution and then it will call the run method. Now whenever it is calling the run method, the thread which is executing the run method, that state is called as running state. Now after completion of a run method, that means the last line of this, how can I say that run method is completed? Can I say after executing line number 36, the method is completed?
Yes.
So after completion of line number 36 or after completion of a last line of a run method, I can call that state of a thread is dead. Okay. So these are the basic states. We'll come to the sleep and wait little later. So what are the different states of a thread? The states of a thread is whenever you create a thread object, but the start method is not invoked on it, then the state of a thread is called new. Once you call the start method on a thread, all the threads will go into the runnable pool. Will it start the execution in the runnable pool? No. From the runnable pool, whenever the operating system is picking a thread and then executing a run method. So whichever the thread that is executing a run method, that thread state is called as a running state. After completion of a run method, the state is called as a dead state. Okay. Now one important question, guys. See, what am I doing here? T1 dot start. Now in line number 23. So for example, if you wanted to do the multi-threading, do the multi-threading, what is here in using single thread, it is taking how many, it is taking 10 hours. Then you wanted to do the work with the 3 threads within 3 hours. Okay. Now, or else you wanted to do this work with 20 threads within 20 minutes. Okay. In order to do this, now in this way, now what I have to do, can I say I have to create 20 thread objects and then call the start method 20 times on those thread objects? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
But the problem here is, see, once what is the work? See, whenever you call a thread t1.start, the start will call the run method. Independent path of execution will be created, and then run method will be called. After completion of a run method, can I say my thread T1 object is free?
Yes.
Yes.
Now, why should I create another one? Why can't I use this one? Correct. See, if I am creating a object in Java, what happens? Can I say that memory will be allocated?
Yes.
So memory, see here, whenever you're creating an object, in the thread example, it's a child class. In the child class, you do not have any variables. But if you go to the parent class, see, there are so many global variables, correctly? Int, string, daemon, boolean. So can I say all these variables, the memory gets allocated, some are the other things?
Yes.
Yes. So now what I'm trying to say is, what is the drawback in a normal thread creation? Now, here, what I'm trying to do is, once the start method is called on a thread, it will create an independent path of execution, and then it will call the run method. After completion of a run method, I can say that my thread object T1 is free. Now, can I call the start method again? If I'm calling and if it is working, can I say I don't need to create 20? I'll just create 3. Whenever has completed the start method, I will use those 3 only, correct?
Yes.
Do you guys understand my
Yes.
like the concept here? So now,
Yeah.
but let us see whether can we do this or not. Can I call the start method after completion of a run method? Like, see, from line number 22, once the scheduler picks it, it will go to the run method. After completion of a run method, can I say the T1 state of a thread object is, T1 thread object state is dead. On the dead thread, I am calling the start method again. Now what happens?
Hmm.
Does anyone know the answer?
Illegal state.
Illegal
Illegal
state of
thread execution.
Yeah, illegal thread state exception. That means, so when see, I'm not getting an illegal thread state exception from line number 22. I'm getting it from line number 23. Am I right?
Yes.
So that
Yes.
means whenever you are calling the start method for the first time, you don't get it. But whenever you call the start method on a same thread for the second time or third time or fourth time, you will get an illegal thread state exception, correct?
Yes.
Now, how does the Java know that you are calling the second thread method second time, correct? That is what we need to identify, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, how the illegal thread state exception will be shown? So now, see, first time I am calling. Now, when I call the start method, can I say it will go into the start method of a thread class?
Yes.
See here. Now, can I say here? Yes. Now, if you come here, see what is the first time you are calling. First time, what is the thread status? It's a global variable. It is not provided anything. By default, since it is a primitive, it will store 0, correct? Now let us see the logic. What is that? See what is the logic here? Thread status not equal to 0, but here current value is 0, right? So whenever it is 0, first time it will be 0, and then they are starting the work. Okay. Now, so what happens is whenever you start the thread, so this it will start the independent path of execution, and then it will call the run method. And then in order to identify whether the thread is started or not, look at here. Now, what is the value of a thread status variable?
5.
5. Earlier, it is 0.
Zero.
So that means after completion of the start method has created an independent path of execution, correct? And then immediately inside this is a native method. Inside this, so this native method will have an implementation in the OS operating system. So inside that start, inside this method, they have created an independent path of execution, and they have changed the variable of a thread status to 5, correct? Yes or no? Now let us
Yes.
continue. Let us execute my independent path of execution. See, it is done. So see, first thread that it is created, it is executing a run method, done. Now what I'm doing, I'm calling the start method again. So can I say that same code will be executed now? Yes. Let's see, come back here. Now, what is the thread status variable value?
0.
5.
Is it
5.
0 or 5? It is 5.
5.
Because
5.
in the whenever you call the start method first time, it's a global variable, guys. It is not a local variable. If it is a local variable, as you mentioned, it will be 0 every time, correct? But what is the difference between a local and global? Global variable, once you assign the value, the same value will be there till the JVM exits, right? So now see thread status is 5. That means how does the Java is getting to know, or how does the JVM will know that the thread is already started, right? Whether the thread is started and it is executing a run method, or it has completed a run method using a thread status variable, correct? Yeah. So now thread status is not 5, not equal to 0. Yes. Then what they are throwing? Illegal thread state exception, correct? Yeah. So do you get error now here? Let us see. Illegal thread state exception, correct? Now, so whenever you call the start method on a dead thread, what does it mean? Whenever you call the start method on a dead thread means there is a thread which has started, it has completed the run method, and then you are calling the start method again. Then illegal thread state exception will be thrown, or the question can be asked in a different manner. So if you call the start method twice on the same thread object, see, from line number 24, do you get error?
No.
No.
So
Because
this is the
different
first
thread.
time, yeah, it's a different thread object, correct? Now, but on the same thread object, if you call the start method twice, or if the thread object is dead, thread state is dead, and then you are calling the start method, then we'll get a illegal thread state exception, right? So illegal thread state exception, how does the Java will know that you are calling the start method twice? So internally in the start method, there is a variable called thread status. So for the first time, whenever we are calling the start method on a thread object, it will hold the 0 value. Once the thread started the executing a run method, or once it goes to the runnable pool and all, the thread status will be no longer a 0, correct? It will be some 5 or 6, whatever it is.
Oh.
So second time, whenever you call, if the thread, this value is not equal to 0, they are identifying that, correct? And then throwing the illegal thread state exception. Now, so now in the same example I told, if I want to do the 20 thread process, then can I reuse the thread?
No.
So
No, sir.
then what I need to do, I need to create a 20 threads, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
So for example, if you have around 10,000, 1 lakh
Threads.
records,
Yeah,
1 lakh
1 lakh.
records. In order to process these 1 lakh records very fast, can I say that if you want to very fast, then how many maximum threads I can create? 1 lakh threads.
1
correct?
lakh only.
But is it possible to create 1 lakh threads?
No.
No.
Then it should be a supercomputer, correct?
Hmm.
The configuration should be very high. But so what is the purpose that I told in the initial days, like whenever we start the demo, using the threads, we will reduce the performance, correct? But yes, by creating a 1 lakh threads, you can create a performance reduce. But just for this program, can you afford the supercomputer?
No.
No, sir.
No. So that means with this way process, you can, so here the concept I'm trying to say is normal thread, whenever you are creating a thread object like this, extending a thread class or implementing a runnable interface, can you reuse a thread?
No, we cannot reuse the thread.
So once you call the start method, it will call the run method. Now after completion of a run method, thread is free. But can I reuse it? No.
No.
So can I say this is the disadvantage of a thread?
Yes.
Disadvantage of a thread is we cannot reuse the thread object after completion of run method. Okay. Now, so in order to overcome this one, we go for thread pool. So in order to overcome this one, we go for thread pool. I will come to this later. Okay. But you just need to know the basics, right? Why there is a thread pool and all. So in the thread pool, so as I mentioned, I will not create. I will create only 3 threads or 3. I want to create for 1 lakh records, it is taking 10 hours. So for 3 threads, only 3 threads I want to create. Even if it is taking 4 hours, I am fine. Correct? Now, but I want to, how many number of threads I want to create? Only 3 threads. Can I say this is possible? Like creating a 3 threads is very good, right? Whatever may be your system configuration, right? Yes. So Now in the thread pool concept, what we do is we don't create a, like in normal thread, the thread is not reusable. But in the thread pool, we can reuse the thread. How we are going to reuse, I will tell little later. But do you guys understand what is the disadvantage of a thread?
Yes.
Understood.
Yeah. Now, so as I just mentioned that, I say here, I am creating T1.start, T2.start. So if I am debugging, the control is in my hands, like which thread I have to execute, correct? I will go to that debug window. Now let me show you guys. Let me comment this. If I say debug as Java application, now first I will say first main method, T1.start, T2.start. Let me remove this debugger. See, T1 has started, T2 has started. Now can I say which thread I need to execute? Can I take the decision now? Because
yes, sir, you can take it.
whichever I want to debug, I will go there and then I will click it because I'm in the debug mode, correct? But if you are generally running the program, do you have that flexibility?
No.
So in the production grade applications or whenever you run it, do you debug it or do you run it?
No, sir.
Now, if I run earlier, I have taken the second thread and executed. Now, if I run it, can you tell me which thread will execute first? You do not know, correct? It may happen like, so both the threads you are calling in the start method, but see, first you are calling the T1.start. It does not mean that T1 will execute, correct?
Yes.
It depends on operating system. Now, now what I'm trying to say is, at any point of time, which thread is executing, that is not in our hands. Operating system will execute. Operating system will tell you. Now, at any point of time, whenever the thread is starting executing, it will execute run method. Now, I want to know whenever any thread is executing a run method, what is the thread name? Here I have given the first thread, second thread. I want to know, like when I run the program, which thread is executing this run method, correct? I cannot decide which one whenever I'm running. But I just wanted to see the output. What is the thread name that is executing? Now, in order to get the thread name, so in the thread class, there is a one method called current thread. What is this current thread? What is type of a method? This one?
Native.
Native method. Okay, that
Static
means
method.
implementation there in the operating
OS.
system. Now, and what else? It's a static method, correct? Now, so this current thread will give you the name of a thread or thread details. Okay. Now, since it is a static method, how can I call?
Using class name.
Class name.
Now,
Thread dot current.
now can I say thread dot current thread, correct? Now, what is the current thread output return type?
Thread.
Yeah,
Thread.
that means can I say that it is returning a thread object?
Yes.
Yes. Now, if you look at here, so now whenever you look at any method in Java, the suggestions, the first thing is a method name, and the second one is a return type, and the third one is a in which class this method is present. Okay. Now for timing, let me show you that. For example, so we have a clone. Okay. Now, or else let us take, yeah. So what is this toString? It's a method, correct? Now, what is the output of a toString? What is the return type of a toString? String. And in which class it is present currently? In the thread class. So I'm just trying to tell you the meaning of a Java suggestion. Okay. Now, so thread class is what it was. So now, can I say thread dot current thread? What it is returning? Thread object, right? Now, can I say like this? Can I accept like this now? Thread T equal to like this? Yes. Now, in the T, so can I say that T is a object? Now, what is the thing that you want? You want to see the name of a thread, correct? So in order to set a name of a thread, we have a set name method, correct? Similarly, we have a get name method, right? So what is a get name? Is it an instance or static?
It's a
Instance. Instance method. Now, can I say that I need to call this method on a thread object?
Yes.
Now, can I say if I want to see sys out t dot get name.
Yes.
Yeah. Now here what you're doing, this current thread is giving you the thread reference. On top of that, you are calling the name. Some people will write these two lines into one line. What is that is sys out see thread dot current thread. What it is returning?
Right.
Current thread.
Thread object. Thread object, right? On top of this, you can call the directly get name method, correct?
Yes.
See here what is the difference here and here is you are taking the object into one line and on top of that object you are calling. That means you are having a local variable, reference variable, and then calling it. But in this way, do you have the reference variable? No, correct? Still it is returning an object and then calling the directly.
Yeah, nameless of creating.
Yeah. So these two lines are same. If you are not comfortable writing like this, you can write like this. Okay. Okay. Now let us run this program and see. See? Yeah, first thread. Why it is showing first thread? T2 dot start.
2 times we have it.
So it is not starting the second thread. Yeah, so second thread, okay, I modified it. So this is not the right way. What I will do. Yeah, look at here. Now, though I see T2 dot start is in line number 24 and T1 dot start is line number 22. If you think that it goes by the line number, the output is wrong, correct? So that means, can I say that we cannot predict based on that, like Java is not like a line number execution, correct? Line number based execution. And whenever you say T1 dot start, it does not mean that first T1 will start executing, correct? It all depends on the scheduler. So this is how I can demonstrate that using a output. So look at here. First, it is showing the output as a second thread. That means, can I say run method is executed by the second thread first, and it is providing you the name, and after that first thread is executed. If I run the program, this output might change again. See, let us execute again. Yeah. Do you see the output is modified?
Yes.
So that means, did I do any change in the program?
No.
So that means at any point of time, which thread is executing, it is not in our hands, right? So scheduler will take it. But whenever you debugging, can I say you can do the decision, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So that debug is different, like to understand the concepts of a thread case. Okay. That debugging will be very useful to understand the object lock, class lock, and the multi-threading behavior. That will be covering in the upcoming classes. So if you want to see at any point of time which thread is executing, what you need to do? This is the method you need to call current thread and get name. So there are, apart from this get name, there are so many parameters, right? Get priority, is alive. Is alive will give you true if the thread is alive. Okay. Don't worry, we will see all of this. ToString method. So these are all the methods you can call. Okay. Stack trace. I mean, like stack trace will give you whenever there is an issue, it will give you stack trace. See stop, start, and all. Okay. Generally, we use get.
So one quick confirmation. As
Yeah.
of now, we read thread scheduler will execute that one. So
Not thread scheduler, it's an operating system, like your system scheduler.
So we can come to a conclusion that there is no official words like thread scheduler.
Thread scheduler is there, but those are the example of a thread scheduler is opcon scheduler. So when what does the opcon scheduler will do is, you want to see you have written a multi-threaded programming, but you want to execute every day night 10 p.m. What you need to do? You have to open your Eclipse, go to this IntelliJ or and 10 p.m. and then right click run as Java application you need to do, correct? But if it has to be the automated one, and if you now today you want to give runtime argument as a 2 threads, tomorrow 3 threads, those kind of a configuration you can do in the third party tool. Those are called Opcon scheduler, that is one of scheduler.
Okay. Thread scheduler we will use in that purpose, but not to run the threads. That will
Yeah.
be taken care by operating system schedule.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
thank you.
So yeah, so I see some of you have joined late. So what I said, yeah.
40 minutes late, sir. This is Satish.
Yes, Satish, no issues. So since yesterday there are some issues on the payment, so we continued the demo class today. So and I see some of you guys have done the payment, but could not be part of the WhatsApp group. So whoever has done that problem, I request you add to your name, mobile number, and the email ID in the chat so that I will contact the admin. You will be added to the WhatsApp group. And tomorrow, if you are interested, you can do the enrollment. Let me share the enrollment details in the chat.
Sir, we are enrolled, but I joined lately.
Yeah, fine. Were you in the WhatsApp group?
I am not there in the WhatsApp.
Yeah, you give your name, mobile number, and then email ID so that you will be added to the WhatsApp group. Okay. So for the interest of people who joined newly today, so someone asked about the payment, where should I do the payment? They have sent that in the chat. Have you received it?
Yes, sir. I already finished the payment now.
Yeah, sure. So just give your name, mobile number, email ID in the chat so that see, many of you have done in the evening, right? Maybe after 7 p.m. or something. So today morning, all that data will be compiled and you will get a call from the Ashok IT. And once you have done the payment, don't forget to send them email, like on top of this email ID or this WhatsApp number. Please don't don't forget, because you have done the payment. How they will be notified? So if anybody wants to take a screenshot of this, you can take this bank details, or I have pinged in the chat. You can refer to the chat as well.
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sir, in a real-time web application, so at what instances will they use multi-threading?
So in the web application, we generally don't use a multi-threading because web application itself is a multi-threaded application, right? Because every thread is a new request. Yes or no? Sorry, every request is a new thread, correct?
Yes.
Whenever it comes to the dispatcher servlet, automatically all your auto wiring concept will be going, correct? So, so you do one request in the Google Chrome to the application. Another request, you send it in the what you call Edge browser. Can you get 2 debugger points at a time? Yes, because every request is a thread in the web application. So generally we don't use it because it does not make sense, right? Already it's a multi-thread. Why do you do, right? So this multi-threading will be used in processing a bulk data. Like you wanted to process some data at the end of the day and send a messages to all the people, or trigger an email, or calculate something. So those things, you can see, if I want to send, there is like some insurance application, before the premium due date, you will get a message or email. If you want to do that, do you think that the user will have to go to the each person and then trigger the message, or is it happen automatically? For example, tomorrow there is around 1,000 to 2,000 members have to complete the premium. So tomorrow there is a pure due date for those people. Then what we need to do? So today night, for all those 2,000 people should be notified via SMS. Today 2,000, maybe after a week, the number will be increasing, correct? No one will go to the web application and trigger the message, right? It has to be an automated process. So you will write one program. So that program depends on the number of records. So today it is 1,000, tomorrow 2,000, day after tomorrow 10,000. But it has to be completed on time. So there you can use the multi-threading. So when we write the multi-threading code using executive framework, you will get a clear idea. Does it answer, Arun?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Any other questions? Okay. So whoever has completed the payment, don't worry, guys. You have given me your name, email ID, and then WhatsApp number. So all you guys will be added to the WhatsApp group. I will be informing these details to the admin. So you guys will be added. Don't worry. Okay. So if anybody who did not do the enrollment, and if you feel that you are interested to do the payment, so please do it today before end of today, like maybe 5 p.m., 6 p.m., so that you will be added automatically. If it is delayed, then again you will have one day late. Okay.
Tomorrow at what time we can join?
The same. Yeah, same 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. But tomorrow the new Zoom link will be created, and so whenever you are doing the payment, you guys know that you are having a portal access, right?
No.
So they will call you after doing the payment. They'll call you, and ashokittech.com, the website. You will given the access to that website. In that website, you have to every day you have to join the class. Click one button. It will you can immediately join the class, Java class. I mean, like this class. So you will receive a message. You will receive a call from the Ashok IT, and they will explain how to look at the videos. Like if you want to do listen to the recorded session, what you need to do. If you want to join to the class, what you need to do. They will explain everything, but you just need to attend that call. There are so many calls which we get like credit card and all, but this call from the Ashok IT, you don't think that it's a credit call. It's a waste of call. Just attend the call, listen to that conversation for whatever they're talking. It will be clear.
Sir.
Yeah.
Sir, tomorrow is Saturday and day after tomorrow is Sunday. That is the reason I'm asking.
No, tomorrow we have a class. See, if you look at in the demo class, I told Monday to Saturday, correct?
Yes.
Yeah,
so Saturday also we have the class. Sunday we don't.
Sir, the surname that is like surname Ballepalli Ashok Kumar, right? Phone pay.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
And sir, may I know like after how much time I can watch the backup video?
So till 3 months it will be there. Like okay, maybe yesterday there was a problem, guys. I think not only yours, even DSA video is not. There is some technical issue. I think it got delayed. Maybe I think it will be uploaded within 5 to 6 hours, maybe.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Tomorrow onwards, continue postpone. Otherwise, we continue remaining things.
I could not hear you, Manoj.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah. Any other
Tomorrow
questions?
onwards, you are starting from beginning. Otherwise, you are continuing.
No. See, this is my way of teaching would be like normal, same. Okay. So whether it's a demo class or normal, I will teach in the same way. Like first 10 minutes will be recap, then the fresh topic. So there is no, like if you guys want, or if you guys have any questions in the previous classes, you can ask me. I can teach it again.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, Ram, the Java features will start maybe in the first week of April. Yeah. Any other questions?
Sir, are you taking advanced Java classes also, sir?
No, not yet.
Okay.
I used to take in the past, but I take currently data structures and design patterns. So data structures is at 7:30 a.m. in the morning, and design patterns is at 9 a.m. every day.
Design patterns is open for enrollment still, or?
Yeah, we just completed 6 design patterns. If you want to enroll, you can enroll.
Sir, how much fees?
Design patterns are 5,000, and you will have the recordings also. It's a free of cost recordings. And whatever we have discussed, the 7 patterns, so you have the videos, you can listen. Like it will be a self-explanatory. But still, if you think you wanted to have a session, then whoever enrolled late, I can plan a weekend session for them, and I can cover those.
How to enroll for that?
Okay. So what you can do is, did you talk to the admin?
No, sir.
Okay. So you can, so in the Ashok IT, there is a contact number, right? This WhatsApp number, or in the ashokitech.com, there is a number, right? So you can call up them and they will let you know. Or else whoever wants to be part of the design patterns, ping your name and then mobile number in the chat. I will tell admin to contact you.
Okay.
Sir, have you interested anything in data structure? Like I am interested in that course.
Yeah, data structure. It's I mean like 7:30 a.m. every day. We just like it's been a month we started. Currently we are in like pre-topic. If you want to enroll, you can enroll for that. You'll be given all the videos.
Data structures.
So it is 7,000 rupees for live classes, 10,000 rupees for recordings. Since you have joining late, right, 1 month, till the whatever is completed, that videos will be given to you.
Sir, just now I paid sir amount. So my name is Kalpana sir. In chat box I am picking directly.
Okay, you have for threads, right?
Yes, sir. Just now I paid.
Yeah, sure, not a problem. So you please don't forget to send the email to them.
Yeah, in WhatsApp chat actually yesterday they sent. I sent a screenshot, sir.
Yeah. Okay, fine.
Sir, one doubt, like, can we see the code of native methods?
No, you cannot. If you see, then you will create an operating system for your own, right?
Yes, sir.
Correct. Then you don't need to attend any classes.
Sorry, I didn't get you any question.
Of
Could you
like
please?
how the thread will communicate within the operating system, that curiosity.
Yeah, the theory you can study by Java documentation, but I've tried it, but I could not get it. Yeah.
Sorry for the interrupt, Ganesh. Could you please raise question again?
I want to see the code of the native method, how they implement it.
Okay.
So Ganesh question is, currently whenever I'm going to the start method, run method, I'm showing the source code of a thread class, correct? Thread.class. But in the thread.class, start 0, there is a method called start 0. So it's a native method. Native method implementation will be there in the operating system. Okay. So now he's asking, can I see that code? I am saying that if he sees, he will create another operating system, right? You can easily create a JVM. So that is not possible. Like you can study some documentation and you can understand. That's it.
Okay, it is another library means.
It's not library. It's implemented in the operating system.
Operating system. Okay.
Yeah. So if you look at for Windows, whenever you are downloading the Java software, can I say in whenever you go to, let me show you the screen. So yeah, it is taking a little 5 minutes late, but let me show you. So here, whenever you download Java, can I say you download based on operating system? You have the different link.
Yes.
So what does it mean?
Every operation system that their own implementation.
Their own JVM will be there, correct? JVM is platform dependent, whereas Java is platform independent. Look at here. Linux, some different. Okay. Mac, different. Windows, different, correct? That means, can I say your Java is platform independent, but JVM is platform dependent, right? So the implementation will be based on the operating system. So these native methods will be implemented in that operating system accordingly.
Yes.
Okay. So it is little difficult to know. Okay. So if no question, that's all, guys. So whoever is interested for data structures, give their name, mobile number, and whoever is interested for design patterns, give their name and mobile number. Yeah. Go ahead.
So multi-threading means multiple processing, right? So multiple threads will process, right?
No, multi-threading is like, for example, you have 10 records. Okay. Now, generally in this normal thread creation, if you want to process, you have to create 10 threads and then start all the threads immediately. These threads can execute parallelly and it will finish very fast, correct? But the thing is, creation of a 10 threads is difficult. I'm like, not the good way. What I will do, I will create 3 threads only. First 3 threads will execute 3 records. After completion of after 5 minutes, these 3 threads will become free.
Yes.
I will not create some other threads. These remaining records will be like these 3 threads will be reused to process the remaining record. That is what the multi-threading. Don't worry,
So
there is an example.
parallel processing. So multi-threading means parallel processing, right?
Yeah, you will get. Yeah.
Okay.
Thread itself is a parallel process because it's an independent path of execution and all the threads are executing parallelly, correct? But multi-threading is you are not creating, you are reusing the threads. Okay.
Yes. Thank you.
Just wait for another 3 to 4 days. We will see. We will visualize that.
Okay. Thank you, Karthik.
Any questions?
Sir, one last thing, sir. Can I ask?
Yeah.
So normally, I don't know whether it is related to, I can ask now or not. Generally, people say vector is synchronized, not a thread safe. Array list is not thread safe. Okay.
Yes.
Can we visualize that parallelly by writing any program, sir? The multi-thread program.
Yes, you can.
Can you show me maybe not now, sir?
Whenever we are learning the object lock and class lock, I will tell you one example.
Yes.
Then there, instead of using, you see what happens if you use an array list. What happens if you use a vector? You can visualize that.
That's what, sir, I want actually.
So I will explain the synchronization, object lock and class lock code in the same code.
Okay.
So you write some array list object and then see how it is working. I will explain, but if you learn on your own, it would be very good, right? I will tell you how to do. Just write the code and then see. If still you are not getting, I will write the code and I will explain.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. So thank you, guys. Thanks for joining the class. So tomorrow, I have taken all the details, whatever we have entered in the chat. I will inform this to the admin. They will reach out to you. Okay. Now, whoever is interested for data structures and design patterns, they will get a call from the admin. You can attend that call, or if you are not getting the call by 1 p.m. or 2 p.m., what you can do, you guys can call the Ashok IT website. Like in the Ashok IT, there is a WhatsApp number, or in the website, there is a starting one number. You can call that number and then inform that you are interested. Yeah, sure, guys. Thank you all. Thanks for joining. Have a nice day. And from tomorrow, there is no demo classes. The Zoom link is going to change. You will be informed. And I'll put that Zoom link in the WhatsApp group for easy access. Thank you, guys.
Sure.
Thanks for.
Thank you.
Have a nice day.
Thank you.